So in this video, we are going to learn how to add leads from all lead gen forms of Facebook page in Google Sheets. So Pabbly Connect has recently updated their integration with Facebook lead ads. And now you can get the leads from all the lead gen form which you have created for a Facebook page into a single trigger in a single workflow. So in this video, we are going to set up an automation in such a way that whenever we are going to get a new lead in any lead gen form on our Facebook page, then automatically we are going to add those new lead details as a new row in Google Sheet. So if you have created multiple lead gen form for a single Facebook pages, this automation is going to help you a lot. So without any further delay, let's begin.
So as you can see, here we are on Pabbly Connect's dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you will get a free sign-up link of Pabbly Connect in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. And after reaching to this dashboard, just click on Create Workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name my workflow as Facebook Lead Ads to Google Sheets. And then here we have to select the folder that in which folder in our Pabbly Connect account we want to create this workflow. So I want to create the workflow in this folder named as home. So I have selected that and then just click on create. After clicking on create, here you can see a workflow is open in front of us. And here in this workflow, we can see two different windows. First one is the trigger window and second one is the action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's start with our trigger window. Now the idea here is we want to capture the leads from our Facebook lead ads account. So what we have to do on our Facebook page, we have created multiple lead generation form, multiple lead gen form. Now using the recent update of Facebook integration inside Pabbly Connect, we can get the leads from all the lead gen form in the single trigger. And using the recent update of our Facebook integration inside Pabbly Connect, we can get the leads from all the lead gen form which we have created in the Facebook page, and we can add those leads. We can get all of those leads into a single trigger in a single workflow, and then we can add those leads in any platform. So today's use case is we have created basically 3 different forms in this Facebook page. The first form is new lead gen form, the second one is the test form, and the third one is the website form. Now we are going to set up an automation using which if we get a new lead in any of these forms on this Facebook page, automatically the details of that lead will be added in our Google Sheets. So let's see how it is done. For that, here in our trigger window in Choose App, we will search for Facebook Lead Ads. Just select it. After selecting Facebook Lead Ads in Trigger Event from this drop-down, select the trigger event as New Lead Instant. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection over here. Now here we have to connect our Facebook Lead Ads account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this Connect with Facebook Lead Ads button. Now because we have logged into a Facebook account in our browser, Pabbly Connect will detect the same account and make this connection over here. And yes, our Facebook account is now connected. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is the page, that the new leads from which particular page on our Facebook account we want to capture over here. So here in this drop down of page, you can see a list of all the Facebook pages which we have created in our Facebook account. So we have to select the Facebook page on which we are running that, from which we want to capture the leads. So I have this Facebook page named as ABC Real Estate. I'm running some ads on this page and I want to capture those ads and add into the Google Sheet. So we will be searching the same Facebook page over here, ABC Real Estate. After selecting the Facebook page, the next thing it asks us is the lead gen form. And here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the lead gen form which we have created in this Facebook page can be seen over here. You can see the live form, also the archive form which we are not using right now. Now here you can see one new option, that is all lead gen form. So if you want to add the leads from any particular form into the Google Sheet, you can select that particular form over here. But if you have created multiple lead generation form into a single Facebook page and you want to capture the leads from all of those forms and add into a Google Sheet, in that case what you can do, you can select this option of all lead gen form. Just select this option. Using this option, you will get the leads from any form which you have created in this Facebook page. So we'll get the leads from all the forms, the new forms which we will be creating later. You will get the leads from those new forms as well over here, and you can add them into the Google Sheet using the same automation. After selecting this all lead gen form option over here, just click on save and send test request. And when we click on save and send test request, we will see it is now going to change to waiting for webhook response, and it has changed. This means Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some details of a new lead from our Facebook lead ads account. So let's do this. What we are going to do, we will be using the Facebook lead ad testing tool. Using this testing tool, we are going to generate a test lead. Now, if you don't know how you can use this Facebook lead ad testing tool, how you can access it, we have a dedicated video on the Facebook lead ad testing tool already live on the channel. You can refer to that video and learn how you can use this Facebook lead ad testing tool. After that, after coming to this testing tool, here what we have to do, the first thing which we have to select is the Facebook page. That in which particular Facebook page we want to capture the lead, we want to create the test lead. So I have selected the Facebook page over here. And after selecting the Facebook page, here in this drop down, you will get a list of all the lead gen form which you have created. So right now I have 3 forms over here. Let's say I want to create a lead in this form named as website form. Just click on this preview form button. After selecting the form, click on preview form. And here you will see your lead gen form will open in front of us in the preview mode. So here in this form, I'm asking the user some basic details like full name, email, mobile number, city, and gender. So here what we have to do, we will be just entering some dummy details of a user. Let's say I'm entering details of a dummy user, dummy name, dummy user is the name, this is the email address, this is the mobile number, then we have the city and the gender. After entering details of a test user, just click on next and then click on submit. After clicking on submit, just now we have generated a test lead. And as we generate this test lead, we'll get back to Pabbly Connect and we will see within few seconds the details of that test lead will be captured inside Pabbly Connect. And yes, here you can see we have received the response. In this response, you can see the details of the same test lead. You can see the same name, dummy user, same email address, same mobile number, same city and same gender. Also, you can see the date and time, that at what date and time this lead was generated. And we have this date and time according to the UTC time zone. Also, you can see the lead ID, res ID. You can see the form ID. This is the unique form ID of the form in which this lead is generated, the form using which this lead is generated. You can just go to the lead ad testing tool, just click on this drop down and hover on this. And here you can see this is the form ID of this particular form named as website form. And here in this way, we can detect that using which lead gen form this lead is generated. After form ID, here you can see some other details regarding this same lead too. So in this way, we have successfully completed the step 1. We have captured a lead from our Facebook lead ad account inside Pabbly Connect. Now after this, what we have to do, we have to add these new leads in Google Sheets. For that, we will just scroll down and come to this action window. And here in Choose App, we will search for Google Sheets. Just select it. After selecting Google Sheets, an action event from the drop-down, we are going to select the action event as Add New Row because we want to add a new row of data in our Google Sheets. Then just click on Connect and select Add New Connection. Now here we have to connect our Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, just click on this Sign In with Google button. Now as we click on it, here after that just select your Google Sheets account in which you have created your Google Sheet. Then just scroll down and click on Allow. And as we click on Allow, we will see our Google Sheets account will get connected with Pabbly Connect. After making this connection, the first thing it asks us is to select the spreadsheet. And in this drop-down, you will see a list of all the spreadsheets which we have in our Google Sheets account. So out of all of these, in which particular spreadsheet we want to add the details of the new lead. So let's say I have this spreadsheet named as Facebook Leads. In this sheet, I want to add the data of the new lead. So what we can do from this drop-down, select that particular spreadsheet over here. After selecting the spreadsheet, it is asking us to select the sheet. So it is most likely possible that in a single spreadsheet, you might have created multiple sheets. So in which particular sheet you want to add the data of the new leads. Right now in this Google spreadsheet, I have only one sheet named as sheet 1. That's why in this drop down, you can see only one option, sheet 1, and we are going to select that. After selecting the sheet, all the columns, all the headers which you have created, all the columns which you have created of data in this Google Sheet, you can see all of these columns as fields inside Pabbly Connect, inside this action. Now what we have to do, the details of a new lead which we have received from Facebook lead ads and trigger, one by one we have to map these details, map these responses of new lead into their respective fields. So let's start with date and time. The first field which we have is date and time. So we have received the date and time, that at what date and time this new lead was generated. So we are going to map this response of created time over here in this date and time field. And guys, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and here in this drop down, you can see a list of all the responses of a new lead received from Facebook lead ads. From this drop down, select the response of created time and it will be mapped. Now, as I told you, we have received this date and time according to UTC time zone. If you want, using a feature, a module of Pabbly Connect that is called date time formatter, you can change the format and the time zone of this date and time as well. And you can change the format and time zone to any time zone of your choice or to any format of your choice as well. After date and time, we have this form ID. So we want to know that using which particular form this new lead is generated. And we have received the form ID in the trigger response from Facebook lead ads as well. So we are going to map this response of form ID in this field. And the process of mapping stays the same. Just click on this field and from the drop down, select the response of form ID and it will be mapped. Similarly, we are going to map rest of the details too. Like in the field of name, we will click here. From the drop down, we are going to map the name of the new lead, then map the response of email, then we are going to map the response of phone number, then gender, and at last we are going to map the response of city too. Now in this way, we are basically adding all the details. We have basically mapped all the details of a new lead into their fields. After mapping this data, just click on save and send test request. Now when we click on save and send test request, here you will see we have received some response. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have mapped over here, basically the details of a new lead which we have received from Facebook lead ads, these new lead details are now added as a new row in Google Sheets. So let's check it. We will go to our Google Sheet, and yes, here you can see a new row of data with the same new lead details are added. Here we have the same form ID using which form we have basically generated the test lead. Then you can see the same name, email address, mobile number, gender, and city too. So in this way, here you can see we have successfully created this automation workflow using which whenever we are going to generate or we are going to get a new lead in any lead gen form in our Facebook page, automatically the details of that new lead will be added in our Google Sheets. Now after this, let's test this automation a couple of times. What we are going to do, we will get back to the lead ad testing tool. While setting up this automation, we have selected this lead gen form, that was website form. Now let's change the lead gen form. We are going to use this new lead gen form over here. Now there is a difference between the new lead gen form and website form. And the difference is of some fields. In website form, I was collecting multiple details, but here in new lead gen form, you can see I'm not asking for the city from the user. So here you can see in the website form, we have asked for the city. And here in this form, we are not asking for the city. There are some fields changed in this particular form. So we are going to create a test lead and let's see whether this data is added in our Google Sheet or not. So let's enter the details of a test user. For example, the name of test lead is test user. This is the email address of this test user. Let's say we are going to enter a dummy mobile number. And then for gender, we are going to enter, for example, male. And then let's click on submit, next, and submit. Now, as we click on submit, we have generated another test lead in this lead gen form, the new lead gen form. And we will see as this new lead is generated, automatically the details of this new lead will be instantly added in a Google Sheet as a new row. So here you can see the date and time, that at what date and time this new lead was generated. You can see the form ID of this same form. So we will hover here and here you can see the form ID of this form and the same form ID is added in Google Sheet. You can see the name of the lead, you can see the email, mobile number, and gender. Now, in this particular form, the field of city was missing. That's why here you can see the field of city is missing. The city column is missing. The data of city was missing over here. Now, let's test this automation one more time. We have the third form, that is test form. Now, in this particular form, there is another field missing. This time we have the field of city, but the field of gender is missing over here. Now, let's create a test lead in this field over here. So, let's take an example. The name of the person is demo lead. This is the name of the person, the name of the lead, that is demo lead. Then we are going to enter the email address as demolead@pabblytudes.com. Let's enter a dummy mobile number, and then the city is Mumbai. Let's click on next and click on submit. So as we click on submit, here you can see we have generated another lead. We'll go to our Google Sheet, and here you can see instantly within seconds the new lead details are added. So in this way, if you generate lead in any LeadGen form into the Facebook page, the details of each and every lead for this Facebook page generated will be added, will be captured inside Pabbly Connect, and will be added in Google Sheet. And this time you can see, because the field of gender was missing, here you can see the field of gender, the column of gender, the cell of gender is blank over here, but we have rest of the data. So in this way, if you create Facebook LeadGen form with different field, you create different forms with different field, in that case as well, using the same automation, you can add that data in the Google Sheets. So this was the complete tutorial on how you can capture the leads from all the LeadGen form inside Pabbly Connect, all the Facebook LeadGen form inside Pabbly Connect, and then you can add that data in Google Sheets.
If you have any kind of doubts or queries, you can post them on forum.pabbly.com. So if this video was helpful to you, you can obviously like this video, comment down your suggestion, and don't forget to share it with others. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you. Have a great day.